Let me pray to God Almighty, my spiritual guru and my parents, and I begin. Today's video is a continuation of what I put last week. We can call it simply as parenting 2. Because parenting is a very vast subject. It's not so easy to just say it in few minutes. But whatever I have learned and whatever I thought I should highlight, I am adding. If there is any other things, if you can just mail me or put it in your comments, I'll try to answer it in my next video. So, one day I was watching a TV program in which a Swamiji was being interviewed. The interviewer asked Swamiji, what is your take on generation gap? Swamiji said, there's no such thing as generation gap. He said, I'm surprised, Swamiji, that you are telling like this, because everybody talks about it nowadays. He said, you want, I can demonstrate it to you. So I said, Swamiji, please do. So the Swamiji said, first all of you keep your hands stretched out, both the hands. Then when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you clap. That's all. So he asked whether everybody is ready. They all said yes. Then he kept his hands stretched out. He said 1, 2, 3. And everybody clapped at 3. He said, what was my instruction to you? You have to clap only when I say 5. Why did you clap at 3? Because you didn't follow my instruction, but you followed my actions. He said, your child is also like that. They won't follow your instructions, but they follow your action. How does a child grow up? By only looking at all of us. They only look at us and follow our actions. So if you find your child is throwing tantrums in the house, check from where it came. Or if they are throwing things when they are angry, just think from where they would have got it. Because we may not realize that we are doing all these things. So, understand that no child follows your instruction, but follows your action. And most of the parents are in the habit of giving advices. There are a lot of advices. Most of the times, whatever you say, it may be very important, but the child thinks it's one of your usual advices. So, my father used to handle it very well. Whenever I used to go to him and ask for an advice, he will say, I'm nobody to advise you. But if you ask me what I will do if I were you, I can tell you. And that always appealed. That was a very nice way of telling what you want to tell to your children. That's important. Then, in fact, the way you tell your children, don't get angry for things. Once I remember, a 17-year-old boy asked his mother, Mom, what is your take on social drinking? And I was thinking, if my son asked me, what will I answer? I couldn't think of anything. But there was a beautiful answer which came from his mother, who said, son, if you want to know, social drinking is okay because you want to start it, then I will tell you, there's nothing wrong in social drinking, as long as you can keep it only social. The difficult part is having your limitations. So if you really ask me, you are asking because you want to start, I'll say no. Because this is not the age to differentiate between social drinking and going overboard. And I thought that was a very beautiful answer. You don't scold the child. Why are you asking like this? You want to become a drunkard like your father, or you want to become a drunkard like your uncle. Stupid fellow. Don't come to me with this thing. The child never understands why it should not be done. There's nothing wrong in explaining to the child why what they do something is wrong. In fact, in one of the schools, I was telling the school teachers, I am also a teacher, I said, we are to be blamed for a lot of things that happens today. Because once we stand in a signal, waiting for it to clear, if there is no policeman is around, we simply clear the signal and go. If any traffic policeman is there, we keep quiet and wait. So I was thinking, how did this habit come to us? Why we never understand signals are for our good? Because right from school days, the teachers have always punished us for doing something wrong. If you talk inside the class, they will tell you to stand outside. If you come late, you are made to stand outside. If you do, we never try to explain to them why it's wrong. If you talk inside the class, what will happen? Will it disturb others? Will it disturb the teacher? Will it lead to a noisy environment and no discipline? If you explain, at least they will know why they should not do it. If you simply punish, there's only one message that goes into the child's mind. If there is somebody who will punish you, don't do it. There's nobody to punish you, please do whatever you want. So, always, when a child comes to you with something, never scold. Explain to them and try to understand why the child came with the question to you in the first place. And always, sometimes we don't know, difficult questions come. Handling those questions is very important. Once I read a story in Reader's Digest, when it's a typical dinner table, the son is asking the father, "Dad, can I become a doctor?" The dad is stunned for a few minutes because he doesn't know what to say. He knows it's difficult for his son to become a doctor, but he has never told his son, discouraging him. But if he encourages him and he is not able to become a doctor, it will be a real disappointment for him. So he is wondering what to do. Then he came out with a very beautiful answer. "You will never know till you try, son." I thought that was a fabulous answer. And that boy went on to become the first blind doctor in the world. So the best answer is, you will never know till you try, your son. So he knows he has to try. He may not. Very beautifully said. So everything that what we tell our children neither should be discouraging nor should be too much of encouragement if you think that it's little beyond their limits. You should be able to balance it. Then the child should not have any fear in telling you what they feel. They got to 20% in marks in the exams. They should have the thing to come to you and say they only got 20. And immediately don't get into a punishment mode and scolding them and everything. I said, why, what went wrong? You're not able to concentrate. You're not able to read what the teacher says in the board, or you're not able to take down notes, or do you need any help? It's okay, it happens, but we can't leave it like that. We have to try and do something to correct it. Isn't it? If we could do that, the child will have the confidence to come and tell you even if it is a failure in their life, because they should know that it happens once in a while. So, never have a grudge against scold the child for a non-performance. At the same time, I used to say when the first years joined that tell the parents, please understand till yesterday these were boys and girls who were in school. From today they have joined a professional college, so they are ladies and gentlemen. That means you respect them for what they are. That's very, very, very important. From today the treatment to them should be a little different. They have to grow up now. So give them responsibility, treat them with a lot of respect and everything. At the same time, I used to tell the ladies, you also have to now think that you have to be respectable. And for a lady to be respectable, the only thing they have to do is to remain a mystery. Nobody should know what they have, what they possess, what they are. Always it should be a mystery. Then the respect comes. And to the gentlemen or the boys, I tell them, what you should do? Respect the modesty of the lady. That's all. Never ever touch that. Always respect them. A lady should be respected with a lot of modesty. This is very, very important for them to have. And I always used to admire the mothers because the mothers have a special gift, an antenna, which will tell them that something is going wrong in their child's life. They will be able to sense this much faster than the teacher, much faster than the friend, much faster than the father, much faster than anybody. It's an inherent ability of the mother to find out that something has gone wrong. So the mother should always keep that on a high alert, because anything you catch early, it's difficult to correct. That's very, very important. In fact, you will know from your own experience, or ask your children, is it easy to lie to your mother? Never. Somehow they will find out that you are telling a lie. I, in fact, used to think they are the best lie detectors in the world. If I had the power, I'll make all the mothers the detectives, because they are inquisitive. They know when somebody is telling a lie. They have that curiosity to go to the depth of the matter, and they won't rest till they find out the answer. So there are all the good qualities for being a detective. So that is what the God's gift to them by the mother. So it's very important that your child should not think you are a nag, because then the child doesn't learn to respect you. You always know you will be shouting at everything. Be a smart mother. That's very important. It's easy to outsmart your children. You have more experience than them. In fact, I still remember when my children were young, my wife used to say, keep a glass of milk and say, drink it, drink it, drink it 10 times. So I'll come that side, I'll say, don't make him drink that milk. You say, why? If he drinks it, he'll become very strong and he'll push me, I'll fall down. Why all this? Then you will hear in the background somebody drinking the milk and come running, and he will push me. Then only thing I have to do is fall. So always, instead of just giving an impression that you are advising or you are always instructing them to do this, do that, give a meaning to that act. Be a smart mother. Then it will automatically happen with less effort. Parenting is a very difficult job. But it's worth the challenge, because if you bring them up right, you get the best citizens in this country that anybody can ask for. Kindly enjoy the parenting. Thank you.